again, I can't get over the victim Olympiad stuff.
Yeah.
And the wanting to take advantage of people's empathy, especially for women who are typically seen as more sensitive to everything, right? I think men are just as sensitive. However, they might even either keep it to themselves or express how they might want to assist differently. So again, if you want to keep that disparagement as a negative, you're going to be like, oh, well, they didn't even bat an eyelash. But maybe they went and just fixed the problem. And that was their way of showing that they care, right? And sometimes they're demonized for that. Men are demonized for like, oh, you're trying to fix my problem. I just want somebody to talk shit to, or I just want somebody to hear my problems. I don't actually want you to fix them. I actually like my problems. But when you're expressing them to men, they're going to automatically assume that you want them to help, and they're going to help in the way that they know best how to do. And it might not always be a hug or a pat on the back. They might just go and fix the problem. Okay, that's how that's their love language, right? And I just think feminist is a waste of time. I think feminism is a waste of time, talent, treasure, mental space, everything. I just think it's
right.
I don't know why people still talk about it.
Okay. And you would say it's over. Even if we needed it sometime, we definitely don't anymore, right?
Definitely don't anymore. If we ever did, I'm not sure if we ever did.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is manipulation from the corporate capitalist market, right? And they realize that they can prey on young people when they're removed from their parents. And so if you create an environment where the man is probably willing to work regardless of whatever outside the home, and mothers or women might be a little more hesitant, but if you manufacture a society where it's like, well, we're pricing the man out of the market, right?
I mean, it benefits them when more people are in the workforce, because then they can pay lower wages. It also benefits them to not have families, in a sense, because then they get 2 rents instead of 1.
But mainly, they get to control the minds of the children.
Right.
Because now the parents are removed, so then we get to program them that not only do you not need your parents, but guess what? You don't even need each other. You can just rely on the government. Forget your actual community. Don't be good to your sister and your brethren, because the government is going to take care of you, right? You don't actually have to be willing to work together. And then you have programs in the government that penalize families for having both parents together, and incentivize that if you want this government service, you have to claim that the father is not in the home, or not interested in some kind of way, right?
Right. You have to be single to get more help from the government.
Yeah. So now I met older women who talk about the fact that they had to hide their husbands. Of course, like that.
They just fake divorce. Like,
why?
Yeah, they're divorced, but they see each other every single day. I've seen it so many times.
I've had women say that if you were struggling at the time when they were making that transition of basically pulling the mother out of the home and making it so you could not actually sustain your family if both parents weren't out here so-called earning, that they would lie about the situation and be like, well, I am single, right?
Yeah.
Or, but the man, like I said, they do inspections and stuff like that. They gotta hide the husband somewhere.
Yeah. They have to have separate houses and so on. But
yes. So, like you say, they could get the 2 rents and things like that. And I definitely equate feminism with the other types of equality for no reason movements. They say, oh, we want women's rights and we want other kinds of rights. I'm not even going to say those, but they're all about people rights. And you do already have those rights. So what exactly are you fighting for in this Victim Olympics?